Jack, on a serious note, Arsenal out a bit like a damp squid last night, didn't they? It was. There's no doubt about it. I thought they'd get right at them from the whistle, Jack, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, obviously watched the game. It was tough. It was tough to watch. I mean, they just needed that one moment in the game, someone to take the game, but unfortunately it didn't come. They nearly scored with Aubameyang, but yeah, I mean, it's disappointing for the fans. I'm an Arsenal fan now, and it'll be hard not to see them in Europe next year.
Jack, I think for me, the first 15, 20 minutes, I think they got out of jail in the first leg, if I'm being honest. I mean, they could have been out of sight, Villarreal, the way they played, and I think it was a bit of a shambles that first half, especially. But the urgency, you've been in an Arsenal shirt, and you've played in big games, and when you have to win and be on the front foot, I just didn't see that. The first 15, 20 minutes, which is the most important part for me, is to put them on the back foot and get at them. And I just didn't see the urgency or tempo. Was totally wrong in the game.
Yeah, well, as you said, the first leg, I thought Villarreal were the better team by far, but Arsenal gave themselves a chance going into a home leg where you'd like to think they can get at least a 1-0 win. But one thing I will say as well, with no fans, it is a little bit different, but still, yeah, you'd expect to see a little bit more urgency.
Jack, you've played with Mikel Arteta, teammate of yours. Is he the right man for the job? Just bearing in mind, looking at recruitment, Partey, Ceballos, Odegaard, Pepe, are these players good enough for Arsenal Football Club? Even Willian?
They're good players. I mean, you look at Thomas Partey, who's a top player. I played against him in the semi-final of the Europa League, 3 years ago, and he was one of the toughest I played against. So, listen, I think the recruitment is not down to Arteta. He's the coach, he's the manager, he picks the team, and it's down to him to get the best out of them. But I wouldn't say that the recruitment is down to him anymore.
So what he's not getting the best out of the players, you think?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say that, because it's difficult for me to say that, not being there anymore and being part of it. One thing I know as a player, and you'll know this as well, you try and get the best out of yourself. Yeah, the manager can inspire you, but you want to put on a good performance because you have your self-pride, and if you want to go on in your career and play in Europe, then you've got to put that pressure on yourself to perform.
Chat, I was a wee bit surprised. I'm not here to kick Mikel Arteta. I think they'll still give him a little bit of time, hopefully, to turn it around, but Aubameyang, I know he's been ill and he's apologised for being a poor season, but to take him off with 10 minutes to go, one goal makes it to the final. He's the most likely for me to score it, and he pulls him off with 10 minutes to go, and I thought, what are you doing?
Yeah, I felt a bit sorry for Aubameyang last night, because he didn't have much service, and as you said, he did look the most dangerous when they're in the final third. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'd be frustrated. He looked frustrated when he came off. But listen, Mikel's the manager, and he's the one who's got to make them decisions. And he obviously thought that bringing Lacazette on. I mean, I'd have brought Lacazette on and probably kept banging on. But listen, he made that decision, and he's got to live with that now.
Jack, one positive for the season is, Smith Rowe's come into the team, and he looks like, energy, and he really like the way he plays. And obviously we know about Saka, how good he's been. So the young players have really stepped up. And that's a positive, because you come through the ranks. I always say that, when you was coming through the ranks, this kid's going to be unbelievable. And it's great to see people coming through the academy and getting an opportunity now, because they've been playing so poorly.
Yeah, well, listen, one thing they can't, I mean, everyone's criticising at the minute, and probably rightly so, but one thing they can't criticise is the academy and the young players. You know what it's like as well, right? When you come through, you really, really care for the club, and you want to do well, because that's your club. You've been there your whole life, and you can really see that in these young players. And not just that as well, like what you said, they're top young players who are going to go on to have great careers, and hopefully that'll be Arsenal.